Hello and welcome. Today, we're diving deep and crafting the absolute perfect trip to Costa Rica. I mean, if you've been dreaming of those lush rainforests, epic volcanoes, and just incredible wildlife, you are in the right place. Let's get this plan built for you.
So, is Costa Rica in 2026 on your travel radar? It's an amazing goal, for sure, but I totally get that planning a trip this big can feel, well, a little overwhelming. Like, where do you even begin? Don't worry, that's exactly what we're going to figure out right now.
Here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with why March is the perfect time to go. Then we'll explore the top 5 destinations to find the vibe that's right for you. From there, I'll give you our top pick, lay out a full 10-night itinerary, break down the budget, and then wrap it all up with some final pro tips for 2026. Let's jump in.
First things first, why March? Honestly, you've picked the fantastic time, and it really is all about timing your trip to perfection for the best experience possible.
See, March falls right in the middle of Costa Rica's dry season, and this is a huge advantage. It means the hiking trails inland are going to be clear and safe, not muddy and slippery. If you're a beach lover, it means way more sun and just fantastic conditions. And here's something really cool. The dry weather actually makes wildlife easier to spot, since animals tend to gather near rivers and in the forests. You kind of get the best of all worlds.
Now, Costa Rica isn't a one-size-fits-all kind of place. Different areas have totally different personalities. So let's do a quick tour of the top 5 choices to help you find the perfect vibe for your vacation.
First up, you've got San Jose, the capital. This is your spot if you love the energy of a city. We're talking bustling markets, incredible museums, and all this historic architecture. It's also a great home base for day trips to nearby volcanoes and coffee plantations, so you get a real taste of that urban Tico culture.
Okay, next is La Fortuna, home to the magnificent Arenal volcano. This place is the adventure capital of Costa Rica, hands down. Think ziplining through the canopy, whitewater rafting, canyoning, and the best part, after a full day of thrills, you get to just unwind in these natural hot springs heated by the volcano itself. It's amazing.
For all you true nature lovers out there, there's Monteverde. This is a world of its own. It's this misty, magical cloud forest. It's famous for incredible bird watching. I mean, this is where you go to spot the stunning, resplendent quetzal. And walking on those hanging bridges right through the treetops, it's an experience you will never, ever forget.
But what if your dream vacation involves sun, sand, and waves? Then you're going to want to head to the Pacific coast, to towns like Tamarindo or Nosara. This is the classic surf scene. And it doesn't matter if you're a pro or a total beginner, the waves are perfect. It's just got that laid-back, vibrant beach town culture with awesome food, yoga, and of course, unforgettable sunsets.
And last but not least, there's Manuel Antonio, which gives you the ultimate combination. This is where the rainforest literally tumbles right down onto these pristine white sand beaches. I mean, you can be sunbathing and there'll be monkeys and sloths just hanging out in the trees right next to you. It's an incredible mix of beach relaxation and super accessible wildlife.
Okay, so those are the top contenders. But for a trip in March of 2026, if you want that ultimate, all-around amazing experience, we have an expert recommendation for you.
The big question is, where can you really get the total package? You know, the perfect mix of heart-pumping adventure, amazing wildlife, and scenery so iconic it looks like it's straight off a postcard.
And the answer is La Fortuna in the Arenal region. This right here is our top pick for the quintessential Costa Rican adventure.
So, why Arenal? Well, because in March, that clear, dry weather makes all those adventure activities, like hiking and ziplining, not just safer, but way more fun. You get these incredible, unobscured, world-class views of that famous volcano. It just strikes the perfect balance between adrenaline and relaxation, especially with the hot springs. Plus, it's pretty easy to get to from the main airport in San Jose.
But hey, I get it. Maybe pure adventure isn't your #1 priority. If what you really want is that unique mix of beaches and wildlife, then Manuel Antonio is your absolute best bet. And if your dream is all about surfing and sun, then you just can't go wrong with that classic beach town vibe in Tamarindo or Nosara.
All right, so let's say you're sold on Arenal. Awesome. Now let's turn this idea into a reality. Here is a perfect 10-night itinerary, your day-by-day plan for a truly unforgettable adventure. We've structured this to give you the perfect flow. You'll start with arrival and just exploring the area around the volcano.
Then you'll dive headfirst into the adrenaline rush with ziplining and whitewater rafting. Mid-trip is all about getting closer to nature. We're talking cave explorations and wildlife night tours. Then you'll mix in some culture and relaxation with lake kayaking and a coffee tour before squeezing in one last adventure and heading home.
Of course, a dream trip needs a budget, right? So let's talk numbers. How much should you really be planning to save for this 10-night getaway to RNL?
The average estimated total cost, falling somewhere between the two main accommodation styles, comes out to around $3,750 for a 10-night trip. Now, let's break down exactly where that number comes from.
Now, what's really interesting here is how you can see your choices directly impact the cost. If you decide to go with an Airbnb and maybe cook a few meals yourself, your total trip could be as low as $2,400. But if you prefer a mid-range resort and plan on eating out for every meal, you're looking at a higher range, maybe up to around $5,400. The key takeaway is that you can absolutely tailor this trip to your budget, especially with your choices on lodging and activities.
All right, we've got the plan, we've got the budget. Let's wrap this all up with some final pro tips to make sure your trip in March 2026 is absolutely seamless.
Listen, this is so important. First off, book everything. I mean flights, hotels, major tours, at least 4 to 6 months out. March is high season, and things fill up fast. When you pack, think lightweight clothes, but definitely bring good hiking shoes and a swimsuit. Also, carry some cash, either US dollars or colognes for smaller vendors who might not take cards. For the best wildlife viewing, you want to head out early in the morning or late in the afternoon. And finally, trust me on this, remember to balance those big adventure days with some chill time. You don't want to burn out. Pura viva.
And there you have it, a clear path from a dream to a solid plan. The adventure is all laid out for you, just waiting for you in Costa Rica. So the only real question left is, are you ready for it?